14 games in, a lot of close games, a lot of games decided in the last few minutes. You feel that with all that experience is starting to pay off a little bit, going back to the last couple of games you've been able to finish?
Yeah, it's definitely been good to be on the winning side of those games, and anytime you can get those experiences, especially early, it's helpful going down the latter part of the season, and we continue to improve and continue to grow and learn from being in those type of situations.
It's a quick turnaround tonight, but just going back to you're starting to get some guys back, and just some of the challenges for you to try to fit them into the rotation where they weren't there at the beginning of the year, and just where they're going to distribute the minutes and things like that for you as a coach.
We're grateful to get our guys back, and we're still working on Trey and CJ, and once we do, we'll take a look at where we are and kind of go from there.
You played only 3 games without Zion, and everyone you're missing one other guy, right? So how different an offense do you run? How different things do you do when you don't have Zion compared to when you do? Understanding that the 3-game sample size does miss another player in each of those.
Yeah, it's something that, look, most teams are going to deal with some type of injury or guys being out or what have you, and you try to build a foundation and a program that is sustainable and guys can come in and compete. They defend, they share the ball, sort of our bullet points as an organization. And you try to give yourself a chance to win those games, but it's definitely some adjustments that you make. Rotations are different, and guys just have to be ready, and that's what we work on, just preparation meets opportunity moments.
Late in the sack game, I think Zion brought it up almost every single time. You didn't have to obviously have CJ. How do you decide when you have CJ whether you put Zion in kind of the elbow or one of those spots you usually do versus whether you play him as kind of the primary ball handler?
Yeah, just see what's working. If it's working, he's bringing it up, and we're able to generate good looks, we continue to do it. If it's working with CJ bringing it up and Zion's more off the ball and BI, we'll do that as well. So it's just a continuation of looking at what works for us. Every game presents different challenges. Teams try to take things away from us, and we try to adjust accordingly.
Logistically, what does preparing for an opponent on a back-to-back look like? Because it's not like you have the same time in between games and the day off.
Sure. We watch film, and we try to look at some of the things that the team does well, what can we take away, how we want to attack them. But the biggest thing for us is knowing our identity and going out each and every game and trying to improve that part. Most teams, they want to play the same way. They want to rebound the ball, they want to play fast offensively. So we want to continue to look at our identity and attack each and every game accordingly. And so, it's not a lot of time to go through a whole bunch of Salt Lake or Utah sets. It's more about us, and so that's kind of our focus on back-to-backs.
What is your identity?
Compete, defend, share the ball.
Why has Utah been such a tough matchup over the last couple of years?
They present a matchup issue for really a ton of teams because of their size, Olenek, marketing. They added John Collins. Clarkson is a scorer, and they're almost positionless. All those guys can bring the ball up the floor. They can handle. They can shoot. Their record doesn't indicate it this year, but they're a tough matchup, and they're tough. They're usually tough at home. Okay, thank you.